Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Level Grinding the Daily Hustle, day 76. It is the second work day of January 2018. Who else is excited? Yesterday, I got a bunch of things done that I really needed to, and I started the year off great. Today is a day to continue that momentum. I've got some blog posts that I need to write. I have a few emails that I need to check in with for my clients and move my work projects forward. So that's what's going to be happening today. At the moment, I am in the middle of breakfast. I'm running a little bit late, but I am right now in my first work block of the day, and this is called my Wonder Work block. If you remember my video from yesterday where I was completing my 12-week year plan, I have a goal of doing Wonder Work. That is my third goal for my 12-week year, and I've been really struggling trying to figure out what to put in it. Last year, 2017, it was writing my video editing book, and so now that that's finished and it's been published and it's been finished since August last year, I've been really struggling trying to figure out what to put in that. So I'm starting to percolate. I have a few ideas. This morning for that Wonder Work block is going to be about trying to figure that out, trying to put some actual legs to what I could do there. And knowing that this past year's whole theme was about storytelling, if you saw that video as well, you'll know what I mean. Knowing that story and storytelling is kind of the theme from last year, I want to bring that into 2018. And so I've been figuring out and thinking about ways of how to make my Wonder Work block, my daily Wonder Work block and my Wonder Work block for my goal, how I can bring that more into story. And so this morning I'm going to take the time to brainstorm. There is still 40 minutes, a half hour to 40 minutes left in my Wonder Work block. So I'm going to eat breakfast and I'm going to be brainstorming and thinking about what I can do for my Wonder Work goal. Okay, it is 15 minutes of 11. That is when my next work block is going on. Right now, I'm supposed to be in the middle of a rest break. I had a thought that I needed to complete it out on my Wonder Work idea, my brainstorming that's going on. In the process, I've also been doing laundry, so I've got a load to go hang up, and I'm going to try and get that done in the next 15 minutes and maybe do something with this hair of mine. I don't know, we'll figure it out, and get ready for my next work block. I am grabbing a quick bite to eat. It's not lunchtime, but my stomach doesn't feel that great, so I'm grabbing something to see if I can get it to calm down. Life when you're a celiac, your stomach still does crazy things. After I get this out of the toaster, I'm going to be jumping into blog writing. There is a challenge when it comes to working at home. Now, aside from the regular ones like the need to do laundry, the need to do dishes, if you have work blocks that have time in between them with breaks, you can generally get those things done in most of that amount of time, but there is one other issue that happens. When your poochie decides that it's cuddle time. Are you finally deciding that it's not cuddle time? No, you're just getting more comfortable. I need my lap to move my computer up here. You're cute. Who can resist that face? Like, really? Who can say get off my lap when your dog wants to cuddle with you? It is 5 of 1, and I have my draft for Screenlight already done. This came together in about an hour, maybe hour and a half. I forget when I started. But the beauty of it is that it's finished. I'm going to let this sit for a day, then come back to it. That way, you never notice everything when you first get it done. Having a clear outline really allowed me to get this done quickly. So if you're ever in a writing project, I highly recommend outlines. They save a lot of time. And the good news is that this is sitting at about 955 words, which is a really great target length for this kind of a post. Alright, my Screenlight draft is done. I'm now going to move on to responding to some emailed leads that I did, probably, when was this, before Christmas? I'm going to do that, and while I do that, I'm going to eat. Eat and work. Maybe I shouldn't do this. No, I'm going to do this because this is important. I am taking a short break to get Radar out for a quick potty break. It's still technically in the middle of my first work block for the afternoon. I've been emailing people since, lunch? Working on getting caught up on both people that I haven't emailed since the middle of December, but initiated conversations with, and also continuing Twitter conversations based off the leads that I reached out to yesterday. So I'm excited about that. Matter of fact, one of the people that got back to me was somebody that in my contact notes I had said was a long shot. And so, just starting the process of developing relationships and seeing what people need and seeing how I can help them. It's an interesting experience. It's a lot of fun to start conversations. For me, the hard part is, of course, tracking them and remembering what I was talking about, who I was talking about, and not feeling overwhelmed. Being mildly introverted, this is one of my challenges for me. The other challenge is that there's really not a whole lot to show you. I mean, otherwise you'd just be looking at me staring at my computer all day. It is about 15 minutes into my afternoon break, so I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have 15 more minutes. Cool thing that just happened, actually it didn't just happen, but kind of like got confirmed just happened. Back after I got accepted for the Creative Mornings Context networking event where I spoke, you can see the video of that. I was asked by Creative Mornings if I would help out with the videography for 2018. So got confirmed for all that. The answer was yes. Just got my email inviting me to Denver. Creative Mornings Denver's Slack channel to get all of that coordinated. So I'm going to be editing the January event. I'm looking forward to that. I got to coordinate with the videographer. So yeah, I feel really good about this. I'm excited to give back to this community because they've given me so much, not just in terms of like letting me speak, but in terms of it being an outlet for me to get plugged in and get to know creative people here in Denver. Some of my good friends that I have here now are because of Creative Mornings. So I'm really excited about this opportunity to volunteer and to be a part of that, and especially to give back in a way that like is part of me, that whole aspect of video editing and storytelling. So that'll be really cool. Emails. I'm finally done with all my emails. Been talking to and chatting with a bunch of people who like started talking with me about projects in December. So I've got one that may come up here in January. It was for a project. Basically, it's a nonprofit here in Denver that does training for people who are making minimum wage, making less than minimum wage, living on government assistance, and the training program is to help them walk out of poverty. And it's not just a handout, it's something where they're actually teaching people job skills, they're giving them resume skills, they're helping them have the skills to be able to go into a higher paying workforce and actually earn the money that they're worth. And so they do a training thing where basically they teach people to change the story that they are telling themselves, and in the process discover the power of self-talk and how you talk to yourself in your head and the things that you tell yourself that you can do, and talking through the crap about it, but also bringing it out as something that can be positive. And so they wanted to film this stuff back in December at the event where all this stuff happens, but realized that that was probably not going to be a good fit for the day and just really, really tight. And so they're thinking about doing it again in January. So we will see if that's a project that ends up coming down the pike. And then something else that I thought was really interesting, one of the people that I reached out to on Twitter yesterday, I considered a long shot. I mentioned this just a little bit ago about how it was one of those people who has like 18,000 followers. They're following like 1 billion people. And it's just one of those like, you follow me, I'll just reach out. But, you know, you follow a bunch of people, like you probably will never contact me. And this person actually got back to me. And so we've been having this conversation about cheesecake, of all things. I went on her website and she had shared this amazing turtle cheesecake recipe. And so I was like, oh my gosh, like I need to bring this up to you and say thank you for sharing it. And so we've been chatting about cheesecake and recipes and starting to turn the conversation toward video. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, I'm more excited about starting a relationship and getting to know this person, and the fact that they are okay to chat with me. Like they're taking time out of their very busy day and out of all of their bajillion followers to chat with me. Like that's pretty cool. And like this gives me a whole lot of respect for this person. Like even though they have this huge following, they're taking the time to answer and to respond. And that is something that matters a lot. A lot of people don't. And so yeah, I think this is fabulous. And it's something I love about Twitter. It's something I loved about Twitter ever since I got on Twitter in 2009. So it's just that aspect of direct communication with people who are big shots. So, yeah, cool things happening, guys. It is interesting what happens when you start digging around in your own work, especially when you find stuff that you forgot you started writing. So this is a blog series that I started writing, oh gosh, I'm not sure, back a while ago. Google, will you tell me when I last, let's see, can you tell me when I last did something like this? There should be an activity box somewhere around here, but I don't know where it is. Anyway, oh, right there. Last edited December 4th. So I started working on this then. The thing is, my last blog post on Renegade is about when should you start using video for marketing. And I don't remember when I posted this, so it may be that this is a couple months old, and I've been waiting to get more content into this to post it. Basically, I need to log into the back end and see what the heck is going on with my blog. Wah! Oh, lovely. My last blog post was published on 11/08, so not too long ago, but definitely needs another update. Oh, inevitably, when I go to post a blog post, I discover that things on my website need updating, like getting rid of spam comments, updating themes, and I accidentally kind of sort of broke something today, so thankfully I fixed it. My blog post is posted. I have not yet written one for this week, so I was supposed to do that. And what else was on today's to-do list? Today was also supposed to have my Renegade Twitter prep. So I've got a whole bunch of general tweets that are going to go out. That doesn't mean that I'm going to stop being on Twitter. I'm going to very much be on Twitter. But in order to keep it active when I'm not there, because I don't log in every single day, I have these tweets that are going to start going out and just putting out content, putting out good information, putting out things about video production, video marketing, video, all things video. So yeah, I was supposed to program those today. Have not done that yet. It's 5 o'clock. I need to look into what it's going to take to do that. I'm hoping that I can just upload like a Excel spreadsheet with all these things in it, but I have a feeling that's not going to be possible. So yeah, details. And then when Robo gets home, it is going to be the end of the day. We have our community group tonight, so we'll be heading out for that. Yeah, that might be it for today. It probably will be it for today. At least it for the hustle and, you know, at least getting work done. Woo-woo! So I need to print off one more thing for my day. This is actually my my mental health daily mood chart. So I need to do this. Robo just pulled up, so we will be getting some supper and heading off to our community group. Yeah, I'll try and close out this video a little bit later. We are back from community group, and my friend Courtney brought me Toroni all the way from Boston. Oh my gosh, I grew up near Boston, and we used to go into the North End to go get this. It's an Italian nougat candy, and I'm so happy that she brought it for me. Need somewhere to keep it cold, so Robo's not gonna steal it. I think that will work. Oh, it is just a few minutes before my 10 o'clock bedtime alarm is about to go off. Today has been all about the simple acts of level grinding, developing relationships, emailing people, reaching out to new folks and saying, hi, this is what I do, talking to people who already know that, but continuing to develop relationships, writing marketing copy, writing blog posts. It's the unglamorous work of level grinding. It is the unglamorous work that doesn't really look like much. You don't have a fancy picture to show for it. You just have a lot of fingers typing on email and talking to people. And so, yeah, you've got to be willing to do that. Magic doesn't happen. Clients don't grow on trees. They don't magically just drop into your lap the second that you hang out a website or the second that you say, hey, this is what I do for a living. Instead, they come through the steady pursuit of you reaching out to people within your network, outside of your network, people who are just following you on social media, and, you know, they like you, but you still haven't taken that one step to go further with your relationship. And that takes a lot of guts. It takes a lot of time. It takes effort. So that is what today's been all about. So if you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I'd love to hear how you guys are pushing yourselves and how you are doing those things that look kind of mundane but are actually going to move you forward. So share those in the comments below. And if you have any suggestions about things that you'd like to see, questions that you'd like to have answered about this process of building a business and of level grinding, go ahead and ask those as well. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. See you later, guys. Ciao.